So we have more Superman Silver Age dailies with The Duel for Earth Part 2. Up into the sky hurtles the spaceship, and Superman flies after it in pursuit. I've taken a terrible gamble. Unless I can overcome whatever those warlike aliens throw at us, Earth is doomed. Suddenly a heat ray stabs down from the ship, evaporating a lake. Ha ha! This is only our first mighty blow, Flying Man. He's crashing down into the drying lake basin. Digging down beneath the dried-up lake basin, Superman swiftly burrows to the nearby ocean. I've struck water, now to reverse. Then, as the Man of Steel doubles back, the water's flowing from the ocean toward the dry lake basin. After me. Good. Instants later. There, I've refilled the lake. Your heat ray is a flop. Bah! We'll show him. Launch the second terrible blow. Shower liquid flame on that city below. As the massive spurts of liquid fire streaks downward towards the imperiled city, Superman streaks in. Must act swiftly, or the city's doomed. Transforming the fiery liquid into a great icicle, with a blast of his super cold breath, he expertly catches it. I'll toss it to the deserted part of Siberia, where one more hunk of ice won't matter. Oh, it nearly hit us. That flying human is a clever, dangerous duelist, but he will learn he is no match for our super science when he encounters our next stupendous weapon. I wonder what new deviltry those attacking aliens from outer space plan. Seconds later, a disk shot out of the spaceship. It's hovering over the bridge. Great Scott! Destructive sound vibrations from the disk are shattering the bridge, the way a high violin note can smash glass. As the disk of doom becomes silent, Superman repairs the damage to the bridge with the super friction of his hands. I've repaired the last crack. Now that I've parried their thrust, I'll counterattack. I'll pitch my shout so that it's destructive, attuned to the disk's molecules. Cree! There, I've destroyed it with its own molecule-smashing sound gimmick. Blam! Outdueled again. Destroy that plane. Toward an Army observation plane streaks Superman, striving to intercept the fireball fired from the spaceship. The plane is doomed. We have won the duel, Flying Man. You hope. And as the Man of Steel overtakes the fireball, he is eating it as though it were a delicious dessert. Spicy, but tasty. I'll gulp it all down. What a pleasant way to duel. Spaceship to Flying Earthman. Descend to desert for conference. Agreed. Agreed. Now, what's buzzing in their nasty little alien brains? Down into the desert plummets the Man of Steel. So far, I've won every battle in the duel for Earth. Then, as the alien ship lands, what will they spring now? You're a tough opponent, Earthman. However, we are not as easy to defeat as you think. Here it comes, their ace in the hole. You think you are mighty, Flying Man, but what? I defy you to penetrate the metal of which our ship is constructed. Challenge accepted. It'll be a cinch. We shall see. Penetrating the metal of which your ship is made will be easy for me, yes? I can crush through 10 feet of thick steel as though it were butter, but, I failed. Boing. Great Scott, I've failed to crash through the metal side of your ship. Ha ha! Now do you think you are completely superior to us? You are powerful, but so are we. At the Pentagon. It is 4 o'clock. Superman's time is up. All armed forces are to immediately resume the advance on the spaceship. In the desert area, it looks like a standoff. You wouldn't do permanent harm to Earth or me with your weapons, and I couldn't break a hole in your ship. On Earth, we'd call a tie game. No winner, no loser, no loss of honor on either side. A tie game, an honorable solution for all concerned. Anyway, we had only trouble to look forward to here on Earth. We shall leave at once, and so shall our invasion fleet. No one will laugh at us if we withdraw now. Fine. By the way, could I have a sample of that wonderful metal your ship is made of for a souvenir? Your request is granted. Giving Superman a cup made of the same metal the aliens depart. There they go, barely in time. Here come the troops. Had they arrived minutes earlier, they'd have been attacked by the scout ship and the fleet out in space. As Superman tells his story at the Pentagon, you're ripping the cup apart, made of the same metal as the spaceship. You only let them think you couldn't destroy their ship. Yes, if I'd have knocked a hole in their ship, they wouldn't have been able to leave Earth. We'd have been stuck with them. Besides, this way they were able to save face. they peaceably departed from Earth without having to wage war to make up for their wounded pride. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., we'd better call on Superman at once and examine his income tax. It's hard to imagine Superman cheating on his income tax. So when I first was reading this story, it seemed like an absolute nothing story, but I do like it. I like the fact that Superman used his brains, used his wisdom in order to solve the problem, and it wasn't just brute force. So I think that although at first it may seem like just a throwaway story, I think there's a little bit more to it than it appears at first.